See if this works. I don't know if it will. I don't know. I don't know if it's in this thing. Who's in here? What's happening? How are you? See. Hey, can you guys see me on camera? Oh, it's good. It's working now. Cool. Right on. Hi, baby. Rip it. Faith holds us up when the flesh is weak. But I got something good for you. You want to know why? Here's what I got for you. Oh, baby. I got some... Look, some people will say that I read this too much, but I don't care. I see you. LOL. All right. So, I like to read this every once in a while. Hey, you guys, chill out. I like to read this every once in a while because it's just a good reminder of how much Jesus cares for us. And then we're going to get to some burnout. Okay, I'm just going to read a little bit of this. This is John chapter 14, verse 1. Okay, this is where Jesus comforts his disciples. And he says, physically can't read it too much. Can't read what? Okay, do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. My Father's house has many rooms. If that were not so, would I have told you that I am going there to prepare a place for you? Bible's like common sense, man. I'll tell you what, and nothing in here contradicts itself. And if I go to prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me. So that just also confirms that that's God, that you also may be where I am. So he's coming to take us. Remember, like a thief in the night, dude. A thief in the night, man. None of you guys know when you're going. I don't know when I'm going, and that's the crazy thing about all this. All right? So Jesus, the way to the Father. And look, this is just a little bit of prayer before we get into some stuff. Thomas said to him, Lord, we don't know where you are going. And this sounds kind of funny too, dude. The disciples had their own little sense of humor. And you could tell that they were individuals, We don't know where you are going, so how can we know the way? Jesus answered, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you really know me, you will know my Father as well. From now on, you do know him and have seen him. Philip said, Lord, show us the Father, and that will be enough for us. Dude, it's so funny. It's so funny, man. Jesus answered, you don't know me, Philip, even after I have been among you such a long time. Anyone who has seen me has seen the Father. How can you say, show us the Father? Don't you believe that I am in the Father and that the Father is in me? The words I say to you, I do not speak on my own authority. Bam. Just finished Jeremiah the other day. My first time reading all of it. Oh, Steamer Lane, man. Santa Cruz Surf. What's up? Dude, I dig it, man. Right on, Steamer Lane, bro. I was never good enough surfer to surf there. I wasn't even that good of a good enough surfer to surf the point. I would always go down to like Sharks, and when New Brighton was cracking off, I'd go there and surf, man. But it was rare, dude. New Brighton Beach, when that place was just banging, it had to be like the exact right swell direction. And man, those waves were so good, so good. Honestly, man, if New Brighton Beach, Surfman Risa, the Wall, I call that place the Wall, dude. I don't even know if that place has like a decent swell direction that it can actually like have good surf. I mean, the longest ride I ever got at Manresa was like 3 or 4 seconds. And it goes by so quick. You know where we did go surf a couple times is down oh God, what was that place called? It's where the smokestacks were. Not Manresa, but just south. Yeah, Shore Pound, totally, bro. All the way. Yeah. And you know what, dude? When it got big there, you weren't going out. You know, when we would pull up and it was just too crowded from all the people. Yeah, Moss Landing, bro. Dude, that place. Dude, me and my bro got there one day. And man, I'll tell you what, dude, the waves were so good. And there were 2 people out and 4, including us. And we had the place all to ourselves. It was about head high and perfect, dude. We were getting shacked left and right, man. It was absolutely incredible. Moss Landing, dude. Dude, that place was epic. Okay, guys, we're going to talk about some burnout. As you guys, you saw some of my videos last week. Yeah, dude, and the waves were mellow, bro. They weren't like it wasn't heavy. Super mellow wave. I don't know what it was like, you know, what it's like when it gets real big there. But the waves were sure good. And I was always a little nervous. I know I'm getting off topic. I know I was a little nervous going up to where do the white sharks breed at? I forget the name of it. You know where I'm talking about. It's north of Steamer Lane. I forget the name of it. It was a good break. I was always afraid of sharks there, dude. I never wanted to get in the water because I was afraid I was going to get eaten. Yeah, 38s and privates is good too, dude. Yeah, privates. You know, you got to go through the steel gate. Año Nuevo. Yeah, dude. You would catch me dead at that place, bro. I'm sorry. The last thing I want, dude, is something to attack me from underneath, and you're smoked, dude. No thanks. Yeah. 38th was pretty good. Isn't that a bodyboarding place? I thought it was more like a bodyboarding. Or am I thinking of a different break? Yeah, dude, I'm good, man. I don't want no sharks. Okay, so burnout. I'm going to give you guys my experience on burnout. I burned out this year. And I don't know what it was exactly. I can give you my best guess. Yeah, 26. Yeah, 26. That's right. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, thanks for clarifying that, man. No, you're good, bro. You're good. You didn't take that day off, right, when you talked about burnout. I'm not, it might have been I can't remember, bro. It might have been the day before, but that video I did in the morning, I'll tell you what, man. I'll even give you the proof right here, is that I had been running, oh my gosh, dude, I think, so it was about February, March, April, May, so over a year and a half, I was like a year and 8 months, I've been running crazy miles, like 13 and a half to 15 miles every single day. I would take a couple of days off during the month. But the thing is when I was doing that, I was forcing myself every single day to go run. I'm not like, I'm a big guy, dude. I'm 200 pounds and it's hard for me to run. You know, people on the trail are always like, dude, what are you doing out here every single day? And I'm like, I'm just getting it in, man. I don't have a choice. I just got to get it in. Yeah, I don't know, bro. But I know that when I did the video about just being tired and, you know, life was kind of rough that day, you know, just that day that was my burnout. I physically and mentally had just had enough. I'm sick and tired of it. I don't want to do this crap anymore. And I had just had it, dude, because I had been grinding so hard. And, you know, dude, before we go run, you know, we get in our push-ups and pull-ups and, you know, all that calisthenic work and then head to the trail to go run. So here's where I am. You have to keep grinding. Here's where I am just for this year. So I'm at 2,116 miles just for this year. Okay? And so that's, if I can keep up, you have to keep grinding. Yeah, dude, if you're not going to keep grinding, man, whatever kind of grind you do, you don't have to run, man. Muhammad, what's up, bro? Good to have you in here. Grinding is just like a necessity in my life, and I can't live without grinding hard, dude. I've always got to be hitting it, no matter what it is. If it's the assault bike or it's hitting the bag, just, grind and shine and rise and grind, dude. So, it's hard waking up every single morning. Here's what I do. I get up in the morning. I drink a 16-ounce glass of water. I brush my teeth, and I get in the cold water. I get in the cold water for about 3.5 to 4 minutes. I got my own ice bath out in the garage. And so, bro, I go through tons of shoes, man. I go through a lot of shoes, bro. A lot of shoes. Currently, they're right here. Let me grab them real quick. So these are my current running shoes. These are my Hokas, and these are Speed Goats. Okay, you can tell by the front here, I've already grinded these things down, and these aren't even a month old. Not even a month. I mean, they're still doing pretty good. I mean, they got some pretty good tread on them. But I can go through one pair of these in probably a month and a half. I like to stretch them out as much as I can, but they end up going bad and your feet start to hurt. And I'm 200 pounds, right? So this shoe is not really designed to go like, it could go probably about 700 or 800 miles with somebody who weighs about 160 pounds, right? But for me, I weigh 200 pounds. So this shoe right here, and it's wide. I got the wide. I need the wide for my foot, dude. My foot's super wide at the front. So I have to have it. And this is a size 11. If you're going to think about running, dude, and you're going to go Hokas, you guys chill. If you're going to go Hokas, then always get a half size bigger than you are. So I wear a 10.5 in other shoes, but when it's my running shoes, you guys, when it's my running shoes, I do a size larger. So when I'm running downhill, it doesn't hurt me as much, and I like to give my toe a little bit of room for movement, so, and that's on normal asphalt, not off-road. No, these shoes right here, I run all off-road. All off-road. Dude, I'm a trail runner. I don't run road. I got 2 marathons coming up back-to-back in, October. Yeah, October 17th and 18th. I got a back-to-back marathon. So Friday morning, run a marathon. Saturday morning, run a marathon. And you could do that for 3 days because they got the Caldeva Marathon, they got the Lakeside Marathon, and then they have the Lake Tahoe Marathon, I think it is. 4x4 shoes. Yeah, that's what they are, dude. Exactly. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But yeah, those Hoka Speed Goats, I go through about every month and a half. I can replace those shoes. Lately, I've been having this super gnarly issue with the side of my foot. My left foot, dude, I don't know what it is, man. It's like a dead nerve or something, or the nerve's dying. Because the outside of my foot, close to my pinky toe, every time I step on a rock, I feel that thing, bang, and it just shoots right up to my pinky toe. And man, I'm like, ugh, man, it hurts. So, and that's part of my burnout, dude. I've gotten in all these miles, and here's where I'm at so far. This is how many miles I have altogether. So I really started grinding hard in like 2019, but 2024. So in 2020, I only ran like 1,153 miles. 2021, and I was super busy with Lakeshore Ammunition. I was at 1,057 miles, and then 2022 was a little better at 1,460. 2023 kind of sucked, 1,142. And then check this out. Reflexologist and get a foot massage, bro. Yeah, no kidding, dude. Baby, if you're listening, I need a foot massage later. God Heart Guardian knows what's up. So in 2024, I bumped it up to 3,218 miles. Okay, so that was more than half of my best year. So 2022, 1460. 2024, I was up to 3,218 miles. Currently, I'm on track to be at around 4,300 miles for the year of 2025. And you know what's funny about 2024 is I was listening to I was talking to a bro of mine and I was telling him, dude, yeah, I'm 47 this year, dude. But you know what? 2024, I'm going to start running harder than I have any other year, dude. You know, and it's personally for me inside, I've got to do it. Because if I don't do it, I don't know, man, I start to develop things in my head, man, where like I'm not doing enough. I'm not good enough. You know, it keeps my confidence level super high if I'm doing something. Just if I'm grinding. Running obviously is my primary thing. You know, kickboxing and stuff is kind of secondary, and the assault bike is like my third go-to. I try to practice everything. I'm not perfect though. I run way too much. I just ran 14 and a half miles today. So let's see. So for the month, so yeah, here's 14.4 today. That's what I ran this morning. And bro, it gets hot, dude. When you sit in that sun for more than 3 hours and you're running that far, dude, and it's a hill run, bro, I'm telling you, the sun beats the crap out of you. Accomplishments all the way, man. Yep, exactly. Exactly. And see, 14 and a half miles for your average person is a lot of miles. And you know what? Even though I run close to that every day I'm out running, it's a big deal for me too, bro. Like I said, man, you know, being 200 pounds and having a lot of muscle, dude, out there running, it's tough. And I'm carrying weight too. I carry an average of like 20 pounds every day of weight. And that's water and just stuff that I need, like some food. I obviously get lighter at the end, you know, because I suck down all the water in this heat. Dude, this heat, man, I'll tell you. Even though you're running at 8:30, 9:30, 10:30 in the morning, bro, when the sun hits you, it starts to drain you like crazy. I don't know if you guys feel that way too, but I get super smoked when I'm out there grinding it in the sun, man. And I have a new hat, dude. I have one of those straw hats, a big round hat. I'm going to start wearing that thing in the morning, dude, because these hats, I mean, I'm not wearing black hats out there. I wear a white one. I'll answer that question in a sec, bro. I wear a white hat, but it's a baseball cap. And you know what? It's nice to have a white hat, but on the other hand, dude, my shoulders are getting rocked by the sun. My neck's getting rocked by the sun. And plus my head too, dude. It's just all getting rocked. So I think if you have that big sombrero-ish type hat, you know, a straw hat, because it's a big circle, you know, and it covers your shoulders. You know, you run with that. Hopefully it cools you down, man. Yeah, the junior lifeguard hat. Totally, bro. Stop, you guys. That's so funny, man. The junior lifeguard. Oh, man. But you know what, too, dude? Carrying all that weight every single day might have been a reason for the burnout as well. You know, I think it was a lot of things, you know, my IT bands in my legs, all that stuff is, they're tore up, dude. I get freaking cramps like you wouldn't believe, dude. And I drink a lot of water. You know, I'm also drinking my electrolytes. I get those in 100%, dude. I have to have that stuff. If I don't have electrolytes, you know, and you're running 13, 14, 15 miles a day, you're going to have some heart problems, and you're probably going to run into some other mental and physical issues that you're going to have to, you know, pay a visit to the doctor. Cycling. What do I feel about cycling? I will tell you this. I'm not a big fan of road bikers. Especially if there's not really much of a bike lane for those clowns. And plus, you know, dude, the guys are wearing tights, man. I've got a problem with men wearing tights. I don't know, dude. And plus, you got to like, why do you have to wear tights when you're road biking? Like, I'm not judging anybody. I'm just giving like my opinion on, why it's also a question. Why do these guys wear tights and like matching colors, and they got a postal shirt on, and, spandex warriors? Totally, bro. Dude, my girl and I saw those clowns on the road going up to Tahoe recently. And these guys take up the road, dude. And it's like a hazard. So, yeah, no tights, dude. No. Why can't you just wear board shorts, bro? Why can't you just wear some workout shorts? Why do you got to wear tights? And why do you got to have that dumb helmet that goes into a point? It's like a dagger. It's like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of road bikers, and I'm not sitting here trying to rag on them. But they are kind of easy to rag on. They take up the road. They're a built-in hazard when they're on the road. And, you're supposed to avoid hazards and not introduce hazards into the road, especially when cars are going like 50, 55, and it's only a 2-lane. Dude, bro, you're a hazard. Get off the road, dude. Or, dude, up Highway 50, bro, there's not even a bike lane, dude. These guys just cruise around like, dude, like, what are you doing, man? Get out of the lane. And in fact, don't be a hazard on the road. Go ride somewhere else. Just go to the middle of the desert and go ride somewhere, dude. You really want to challenge yourself, go do that, man. Go ride in the heat. These guys are jokes. When it comes to mountain biking, I don't mountain bike too much. I only do it when I'm hurt. But, it can be fun, especially climbing. What's up, Orville? How you doing? Absolutely ready for the 4th, bro. We should probably get into a little bit of that too. I hear, and I'm going to read you guys something in a minute. First, I'm going to finish off with this mountain biking thing. Mountain biking can be cool, dude. When you're climbing or going downhill, dude, like, I like to get both in. I like to get some hill climbing, because you burn your legs, bro. Your quads are on fire, dude. And that's a really, really good, healthy part of it. And when you go downhill, it's like that break, you just start cruising real fast, and it's just fun, dude. What's up, dog? Staycation, son. Heck yeah, man. Wilder Ranch and, yeah, Nicene Marks, dude. I've ran Nicene Marks for sure, dude. Yep, Wilder Ranch. I don't know if I've ever been there, but I've definitely been to Nicene Marks. That's up behind Aptos, right? Kind of up a little bit. From what I remember, I haven't been there in a long time. Yeah, the 4th, bro. So I was going to read you guys this, and it's this thing right here. So it says, summary of the threat to the United States. Okay, the ongoing Iran conflict is causing a heightened threat environment in the United States. Low-level cyber attacks against U.S. networks by pro-Iranian hacktivists are likely, and cyber actors affiliated with the Iranian government may conduct attacks against United States networks. The Iranians, along with the Russians and the Chinese, have developed pretty good hacking capabilities that I'm not too sure that our current government is up to speed with. I don't know. I have no idea. Yep, behind Aptos. Thank you for confirming that, bro. So, Iran has also a long-standing commitment to target U.S. government officials it views as responsible for the death of an Iranian military commander killed in January 2020. Now, remember, it takes a long time for these guys to get set up. They got to do their thing. They got to do things, and we don't know where they are or what they're doing, right? So you can't just look at somebody and say, oh, that guy looks like a terrorist. Let's send the cops to his house. These guys know what they're doing. They can escape, they can evade, they know if they're being tracked, and they have the tools probably necessary to lose somebody or however it works. I know that these guys adapt to what we impose on them. The likelihood of violent extremists in the homeland independently mobilizing to violence in response to the conflict would likely increase if Iranian leadership issued a religious ruling calling for retaliatory violence against targets in the homeland. Why would they need to do that? They've already planned this stuff. What are you talking about? Multiple recent homeland terrorist attacks have been motivated by anti-Semitic or anti-Israel sentiment. And the ongoing Israel-Iran conflict could contribute to U.S.-based individuals plotting additional attacks. You know what they don't talk about, dude? They don't talk about how what's up, Laidler? Hit the like button, please, everybody. Come on now. Come on. Let's get it up there, baby. Come on. You know what they don't talk about here is they don't talk about terrorist cells that are looking to commit terrorist attacks that are way worse than 9/11 or on the same level as 9/11. Why don't they talk about this type of stuff, man? I don't get it. You know, it's like maybe they don't want us to be freaked out and scared, you know, keep the economy going type crap. I don't know. So here's some additional information. It says here, both hacktivists and Iranian government-affiliated actors routinely target poorly secured U.S. networks and internet-connected devices for disruptive cyber attacks. Hacktivists, that's what they call them. U.S. law enforcement has disrupted multiple potentially lethal Iranian-backed plots in the United States since 2020. Well, why don't we know about them? Why don't you keep us informed? What's up with that? During this time frame, the Iranian government has also unsuccessfully targeted critics of its regime who are based in the homeland for lethal attack. If Iranian leadership were to issue a religious ruling calling for retaliatory violence against specific targets in the homeland, it could increase the likelihood that a supporter of the Iranian regime is inspired to commit an act of violence in the homeland. And let's not forget wonderful Joe Biden and his wonderful crew of disgusting filth human beings, these demonic sons of the devil. They kept the border wide open for how many years? I think Paul said it the other day, bro. It's been like 20 years. But they really increased in numbers in the last 4 years. I think they added about 20 to 25 million people conservatively to the illegal alien population in the United States. So if you hate this country, know that the border is wide open. And knowing that you could come here with the freedoms of everybody else, hide in the shadows, buy anything you want, go anywhere you want, do anything you want. You know? Why wouldn't you? Yeah, sleeper cells, dude. They also don't tell us about the thousands of OTM border crossers other than Mexico. That's what OTM means. Bro, a lot of them came from Canada. Yeah, I've heard that Canada is, dude, we had a lot of, especially the Islamists come through the Canadian border. I know a lot came through the southern border, but a lot of them also came through that northern border, dude. And look, there are so many sympathizers in the world for listen, I'm not going to get political, Palestine, Israel, whatever. I'm not going to get, I don't want any of this stuff to be going on. All right, so I'm not going to take any sides. I'm just not going to. So regardless, they come here, and now we got to think about this crap for the 4th of July. You know, I mean, dude, honestly, I wouldn't be one bit surprised if we got nailed. You know, if you're a terrorist organization in this country and you're working with other terrorist organizations around the world, and when you have a port system that our port system works like this, I think 1 to 3% of all containers are actually checked. They don't check them all, dude. There's millions of containers that come out of this country and into this country per year that they don't have the manpower to look inside all these containers. And if you guys haven't heard of a Club K system, check out the Club K system. Let's just look it up real quick. Why don't we just do that? So anyways, it says to be safe on here and, you know, whatever. Don't just go out and party and do what you want. But I'll tell you something else, dude. If you're going to party on the 4th of July like most of these other idiots, dude, honestly, the last thing you people need to be doing is drinking alcohol. Not only is it killing you, right? You lose your sense of where you're at. All your senses go south downhill, dude. What do we preach on this channel? We preach stay dangerous, stay hard to kill, and if you're under the influence of alcohol, you are an easy target, bro. Sorry, man, you're an easy target. I will be on the lake for the 4th. Amen, Iceman. Heck yeah. Is that a picture of Santa Cruz in your picture? I can't zoom it up. Good. The lake will be a really good, cool place, dude. My girl and I, we're heading down Highway 88 to down to Hope Valley, and we're gonna find a spot on the river. Nobody's gonna be around there, bro. You know, we're gonna go to the place where we know where water's at. There's a nice little beach. We can take the dogs. We're gonna go cruise to that place and get out of the way of everybody. We're going smashing in the morning. We're gonna run our miles, and then Saturday we're gonna head down to Hope Valley. And you know, we don't drink, so we're just gonna go down there, eat some food, hang out. And hopefully we don't come back to some massive terrorist attack in our country. Sorry, this seat is so uncomfortable. I can't stand sitting in it. Okay, let's do this. Let's check out Club K missile system. Oh, for Pete's sake, let's do this. Let's just go. Oh my goodness. Okay, Club K. Go. Club K missile system. Check this thing out. Okay, here we are. Your Club K missile system. Let's show you guys a quick pic of what we're talking about. So right here, you guys, right here. Okay, see, look at these launchers. Look at this launcher right here. This is a normal container system, okay? And what they have is they have these missiles already in them. And so you can't detect them, right? And how many containers come into this country and how many weren't checked over the last 20 years? I mean, if you're an enemy of the United States and you want to damage the United States economy and kill as many people as possible, take down the grid with some of these things, right? So if you take down the grid, bro, we're in terrible shape. So let's go to all. We're going to read about this. Okay, Club K. The Club K is a Russian cruise missile system designed to be concealed with a standard 40-foot shipping container. Now, let's think about this for a minute. Who do you think is the #1 target in the world for the Club K Russian missile system? Yay, you got it. You got it. It is the U.S. government. And let's give everybody a round of applause. Congratulations, you won it. There's a ceremony out front. Okay, the Club K is a Russian cruise missile system designed to be concealed with a standard 40-foot shipping container. This allows it to be easily transported and deployed on various platforms like trucks, trains, ships, or even in civilian areas, making it a potential threat due to its disguised nature. This system can launch multiple missiles, including anti-ship and land attack variants, and is designed to be self-contained and autonomous. Ladies and gentlemen, Sorry, but that's no good. That's the morning sunrise at the lighthouse. So you're just overlooking Steamer Lane, DC and Silicon Valley. So look, concealment. The primary feature is its ability to be hidden within a standard shipping container. Stop. Guys, chill out. Making it difficult to detect the identity, to detect and identify before deployment. Okay, so if you don't have sensors in every single square foot of the United States, we're in trouble. It can be placed on various platforms, including civilian vehicles and ships, allowing for flexible deployment. Okay, so here's something. You could have this thing driving down the road, and if it's close to one of these substations and has the target coordinates already by default programmed into the system, it's going to hit that power grid substation. And so if they get, say they were to get all 9, or is it 7 or 9 substations, if they were to hit those substations, ladies and gents, you would be looking at Mad Max scenario inside the United States. It would be a Mad Max scenario 110%. Number one, all your power would be smoked. You have to have your solar power generator, and you got to have your stored food, your water filtration. If that were to happen, it's going to be right away, dude. I mean, it might take a day to hit all these things, but if they're coordinated enough and start launching and actually hitting things, and our grid goes down, bro, you've got 1 hour to 72 hours where it's complete and total chaos, dude. After 3 days, all bets are off. That's when people start turning into animals, right? And so then you're in deep doo-doo. It's the same thing that Ukraine used. It's similar, Waylon. It's definitely similar. But these things are specifically designed to launch cruise missiles. So if they're here in the United States and we don't have abrupt missile detection systems, I mean, which I don't think we do, man, and they hit our grid, it's done. Yeah, they launched them from containers, but I don't think it was, I couldn't have built it. I'm not saying that, I could have done anything like that, but these are way more sophisticated. These things were developed and designed for concealment. And, I think those were too, but that was kind of a simple system, dude. They just built the top layer on the top of these containers, and the door just opened. So you cut the thing out, you cut the top piece out, you put it on a rail or a track with motors on it, and it comes down and it comes back, and then drones start flying. It is a genius idea. I mean, they nailed it on that one. Thanks, Crawford. What's up, brother? Dude, that's rad of you, bro. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, man, what up? Pretty good, bro. Pretty good. So this thing, and listen to this, autonomous operation. This system can operate independently without needing to be reconnected to external power or communication systems. Missile options. You can utilize various missiles from the Caliber Club family, including anti-ship and land attack variants. Missile launchers. The standard configuration can include up to 4 universal launch modules, each capable of carrying and firing multiple missiles. Oh, dude, that's so gnarly, man. So potential concerns. Let's just go back to this real quick, though. So the autonomous operation, this system can operate independently without needing to be connected to external power or communication systems. So it can be programmed from across the world, and you just give it the go-ahead to launch. That's all you need. That's scary stuff, dude. And they are driving semis as well. Yes. Yep. So wherever these things are, if say they're hypothetically they're here, and you're looking to decapitate the United States for what we've done around the world, which I should probably get into the book of Revelation and read to you guys who I think the great harlot is. I know I've done it before, but there's, why not recap, right? We've done a lot of mean things to countries around the world, and I'm a big believer in the Bible. And what the Bible tells me is that you reap what you sow. Okay, so if you're going to go sow love in the world, and you want to love your neighbor, and you want to do what Jesus teaches us to do, then, if you're going to spread love, then spread love, and you will receive love. You reap what you sow. Right? So what have we sown around the world? Debt, porn, child trafficking, human trafficking. Every possible thing you can imagine that is bad in the world, the United States has come up with. We've come up with it all, man. And you know what? If we get nailed, then that's going to be on our government. It's not us. But you know who always pays the price? The citizens. We always pay the price, dude. Asymmetric warfare. The Club K's ability to be deployed by non-military actors make it a potential weapon in asymmetric conflicts, where a smaller force can inflict significant damage. Perfidy. The system's ability to be deployed in civilian settings raises concerns about the potential for its use in perfidious attacks where belligerents feign civilian status to gain an advantage. Yes. Yep. That's right. They come here and they adapt to our way of life and they look like us. You'll see these terrorists wearing hats like I'm wearing. You'll see him wearing this shirt like I'm wearing, and you think the guy's a patriot, but he's not, right? He blends in. It's as gray as you get, man. Your chats, yeah, they went through, bro. Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they went through, bro. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yep. Because I can see what hits. So I get a good look on it. Okay, proliferation. The system's ease of concealment and transport raises concerns about its potential proliferation to non-state actors, including terrorist groups. How many containers have come into the ports with these things attached to them? Unbelievable. I bet you they're here, bro. I'll have to look, but I think there's been like three or four of them. Let's see. In essence, the Club K missile system represents a novel approach to missile deployment, offering a high degree of concealment and flexibility. However, its unique characteristics also raise significant security and legal concerns, particularly regarding its potential use in asymmetric warfare and the possibility of its proliferation to non-state actors, according to a report from the American University of Washington College of Law. Okay, wonderful. Isn't that wonderful? So that's your Club K system. Look at this thing. Bam, dude. We're in trouble. If that's real, look at that thing. Look at that thing. Wow, that's incredible. Yep. Wow. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. July 4th can be interesting. You know, it's the nation's day of celebrating independence. And to be quite honest with you, if I was a terrorist group, I'd probably do things on that day. If I really wanted to get my point across and, inflict as much damage as possible, sure, dude. Why not? Send it. I pray that doesn't happen. I pray that we have years and years of peace and security in this country. And I also pray that, our leaders, they need to come to the Lord Jesus, right? They need to start saying Jesus Christ a lot more on national TV. They need to get Jesus Christ's name spoken so much that it's ingrained in everybody's head to where there is no excuse, no escape. We need more believers in this world, man. Look, you go out and you see all these people everywhere, and they're just mean to each other, and there's evil all over the world. We need more believers, dude. Could you imagine if most people were actually Christians and they were followers of Christ and they were living like Christ wants them to every single day? Could you imagine how much better of a world we would have? No, but instead, in this country, it seems like to me that as Christians, we're not out there as much as we should be. Like, we're not as loud as we should be. And we need to be loud. Part of the reason I started this channel was to get a little loud. I don't have anything, you guys. I mean, there's nothing for me to risk other than really just my life, man. Doing this type of stuff. And I was sick and tired of seeing the world go the way that it was going. And it's still going that way. And it's because we've gotten rid of Christ in our lives, in our government. We took God straight out of the schools. We don't preach him in school anymore, and we should. Didn't they take God bless the USA out of the what do they say at school? I forget. A lot of gas stations, yeah. If they are here, it's because they have been allowed. You're probably right, bro. You're probably right. I seen the hidden missile container things. Yeah, dude, they're gnarly, bro. Really slick. Super slick setup, dude. It doesn't get any better than that, man. It doesn't get any better. Paul, what do you mean by all three flags? Are those enemies? What do you mean? I see the Israeli flag in there. I was going to take my kids to Busch Gardens on July 4th. I think we will stay home and do fireworks. You know what, man? In this day and age, bro, I wouldn't go anywhere, dude. That's why my lady and I, we avoid these big public places. We just don't do that stuff. And we don't even feel right being there in the first place. I mean, I got to drop her off in San Francisco to go to the airport at some point in the next month. And I don't want to go to San Francisco. There's too many people there. It's dirty. I think they're cleaning it up because Trump gave him he gave the city mayor and, he told Gavin Newsom to pound sand. He wasn't getting some kind of funding or something. So they're cleaning everything up. They're the controllers. Very well could be, dude. I know they have a huge lobby in this country, man. Huge lobby. And they lobby the president. They lobby Congress. And China too, man. I'm pretty sure that China, all reports I've read, obviously I can't prove it. And so maybe we're all wrong about this. But where we get our massive transformers for our grid, which these things take about 2 to 5 years to build, we get them all from China. And from what I can remember is we have spyware, firmware, hackware, all this stuff inside of our power grid as we speak. So, that's something else to think about, dude. Imagine if we lose the power grid, I won't be on here. And you guys certainly won't be watching YouTube. You're going to be figuring out your thing. So let's war game this thing. So if you had the grid go down, everybody write it in the comments. What is the first thing you would do if the power grid went down? Right now you're watching this. All of a sudden, bam, power grid off. And then on the radio and the scanners, they're talking about how the power grid is going to be down for, say, a month, 2 months. What is the first thing you're going to do? What's the very first thing you're going to do? I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. I just want to hear from you guys what you're going to do. See, strap up. See, I'm always strapped. Hey, what if you got to bug in? See, you got to be ready for it all, dude. If you got to bug in, you got to bug in. What if you're away from home? How are you going to get home? What if there's an EMP that takes out the power grid, fries your car? I mean double strap. You mean your primary and secondary? Fell trees at the entrance of what, your neighborhood? Start jogging. I know, bro. You better get home, man. You better have that go bag. See, I have a get home bag in my truck. And I have everything I need in it. And what else is in my truck is, I'm pretty set. I'm pretty set up, dude. Yeah, set up a perimeter around your neighborhood, dude. And, the cool thing about knowing your neighbors is, that's why I'm a big believer. Like, we don't have it in my neighborhood. Even if I did, give an invite to all the neighbors in the hood, to come to like a barbecue party or something, would we still communicate with each other? Would half of them even come? Communities now are kind of weird, dude. Especially like Carson City. All my neighbors around here, they all stick to themselves. But imagine if you had a neighborhood where you were all kind of like on the same page. I know that's like a match made in heaven, but what if it did? What if you did? And Paul, you'd be absolutely right, dude. Fall those trees, man. Fall the trees, dude. Most people can't get by them. And you got to have security. You got to have enough guys with enough training to run security. That means you're going to need some night vision. You're going to need some thermal. And you're on multiple points, right? So just imagine comms checks with neighbors. Yep. Patrol, yeah. Running patrols, dude. It's like a full-time job now. Your job was working at the factory and now, or Costco or somewhere, and now you're running security detail in your neighborhood. Trees have fallen, you're keeping people out, people are struggling eating, you got to think about food. What if all your neighbors don't have food? But they don't have water and the water's shut off? You got to think about, especially the families, dude. Don't worry about the single guy. Don't worry about him. He'll figure it out. Heck yeah, it is, Euros. Come on, man. Fall the trees. You know what? Highway 50, Highway 88, in both directions, and you'd have to work on the back roads. You could technically shut the Carson Valley off from Sacramento, San Francisco, and you'd have to go all the way up to Spooner Summit. If you want to lock down Carson Valley, you'd have to go to, there's choke-off points that you would have to take care of that would take quite a while. Fired up, Freddie, what's up, dude? How you doing? What neighbor do I got to eat? That's funny, man. That's so funny. Yeah, Anonymous, what's happening, bro? It's going down. We're just shooting the crap, dude. Just coming up with some crazy ideas of what could happen on the 4th of July. So, perimeter. Tighten the perimeter. That's why I've always been an advocate. Good, man. Glad to hear it fired up. I've always been an advocate of being trained up. Fighting, firearms training. Well, actually, not firearms training, but learning how to fight with a firearm. People like to throw the word firearms training out there. Sure, it's training, but at the end of the day, if you have to brandish your weapon, more than likely you're going to have to shoot somebody. So, I prefer teaching people how to fight with their guns. Because when you're learning how to fight with your gun, you're also learning how to shoot with your gun, and you're training with your gun. So fighting, it's like you're not training with your fists. You're teaching yourself how to protect yourself with your fists. Heads on swivels and stand ready. Always, dude. Always, man. What if the sleeper cells activate on the 4th of July? Well, that's what we're talking about. And if that does happen, we're going to have some big problems. And you guys won't be watching YouTube. Yep, it's an extension of you 100%. If I could get my gun right now and show you how, I mean, you guys could check out my prior videos. I've done some training videos and stuff. I can't give you guys too much because what I'm doing on this channel, you guys are going to love. Oh, by the way, check out this website. I'm going to type it in. So we got our website up and running. So at the end of this week, you will be able to sign up for our classes. Okay, the first one we have scheduled is in November, and it's the 7th to the 13th or the 14th. I still can't decide if we're going to do 6-day or 7-day classes. And in fact, I'm supposed to do that. I'm supposed to ask you guys, what would you rather see? Would you rather see a 7-day course where you're going to be doing this? Here's what you guys have in store for you. So check this out. So here's the schedule, okay? So wake up, hydrate and eat, prayer, scripture, run, calisthenics, and the fourth thing of the day, which will probably be about 9 or 10 a.m., because we're going to get up early, firearms training with the AR-15, lunch included, and then you're also going to get some medic work, okay? Tourniquets, wound packing, transport, pre-transport stuff, and transport, medical stuff. And then more calisthenics, more run. Dinner, prayer, scripture, sleep. Day 2. Dude, this is going to be so sick. Wake up. Okay, we'll just get to, you guys can read this stuff. Just go to the website and check it out. Spencer, what's happening, bro? Good. Come check out our schedule on knightsofchristta.com. Yeah, and then we got kickboxing, striking, and jiu-jitsu is also included in that. It's just not on here yet, but I'm going to include jiu-jitsu. So I've got a training place right down the street from here, Anonymous Legion. Always good to have you in. Okay, yeah, this thing's gnarly, bro. I'm telling you, what was I saying at the beginning when I made this channel? We're going to launch this thing, and we're just about there. We're just about there, dude. It's going to be savagery, bro. It's going to be insane. But kickboxing and striking includes jiu-jitsu as well. I just got to put it in here. And that's going to be a long class. You're looking at like 3 hours of just hard training, jiu-jitsu and striking. So there's a reason why you need to fill out a form on my website. Tell me who you are, what's going down, how good a shape you're in. And Paul, I saw you filled it out. Thank you, brother. You better sign up, man. I'm holding you to it. I'm holding you to it. Yeah, Anonymous, dude. Thank you for being here, brother. Savage, good website. Yeah, I checked. Yeah, thanks, dude. If you guys can, dude, you want to get some real good stuff in, come out and sign up. I want to go, but I have to train to pass the pull-up test. Well, then start training, bro. Look, here's what I tell everybody is if you go to the, let's see, is it even on this page? I don't think it's on this page. It's on Academy. Okay, let's go up here. Academy. Okay, wait, that's homepage. I'll go to homepage. Okay. Oh, by the way, if you guys are wondering about this, so I have a little girl. Her name's Fiona, and she's our sweetest little girl in the world. We love Fiona. And you have 2 Belgian Malinois that I have. Well, currently there's 3 here right now that protect this little girl. And then you have me. And you're not going to get through us. It's just not going to happen. So that's, my buddy made this. Zeke actually made this, Paul. And he sent it to me. Okay, these are our instructors. So look, you can go check out Battleborn Medic. He's our guy. Bean Pie. He's our firearms instructor. And then you got me. I'm instructor of everything. So I'll be there working out with you guys. Look, I'm going to be doing most of this stuff with you guys. I don't think you understand. I will be in the thick of it with you. When we wake up at 2 in the morning and just randomly go for a 5-mile run, I'm going with you. And I will be running as well. Creepy for sure. I just kind of put 2 and 2 together. I could be overthinking, but it's still weird. What's weird, bro? Yeah, it's going to be fun, dude. This is going to be a course you're going to want to, you're never going to forget it. Ever. Let's go big real quick. Yep, there it is. Okay. Yep, physical assessment. Okay, so this workout right here, okay, 10 pull-ups, no break. Come on, man. If you're a guy who's drinking beer a lot and you're doing you're making stupid decisions every day, look, I'm not judging you, bro. I'm saying this to get you in shape. I'm saying this to help you out. I've been an IPA drinker. I've done my thing. I used to fill up trash cans full of IPA beer, bro. I was drinking so much alcohol, mostly beer. I don't drink. No, take it easy. I don't drink hard alcohol. I was always drinking IPAs. So I've been there, done that. Stopping for most people can be quite simple. If you just have the discipline, just get sick and tired of it. I know you're sick and tired of feeling like crap. I know you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. So just quit and become the man you're supposed to be in this life, dude. Okay, so the assessment, 10 push-ups, slam them out, dude. Whatever you got to do to get them done, just get them done. It should be an all-day thing. If you just started training, just stay on the bar. 25 push-ups is mandatory for the academy. Look, 25 push-ups is so easy. Come on, guys. Must be able to run 2 miles, no breaks. That's pretty simple. That's a standard run test. Okay, that's not that hard. 50 air squats, no break, super easy. 20 burpees, no break, super difficult. Now, the reason I have 20 burpees in there is because I want to see if you're really going to stick with it. Are you going to stick with it, or are you going to quit at 15 or 10? I'm going to learn a lot about you. Okay? I'm going to learn a lot. So if you quit at 15, you can still do the course, but you're going to tell me who you are within 5 minutes, because the burpees are tough. They're tough, dude. So you don't know the De Bolognius burpee. So when you drop, so you jump, you drop and hit the deck, you do 2 push-ups instead of 1. And then you get up, jump, hit the deck, 2 push-ups. So 20 burpees is 40 push-ups. Yep, I quit drinking 6 years ago, and that's why I didn't want to feel like crap. Yeah, dude, alcohol, man, overrated, bro. Honestly, dude, we went to my buddy's baby shower the other day, and I was craving a beer for sure, dude. I haven't had a beer in so long, man. I want a beer. Like, every once in a while, I just want an IPA. That's it. That's it, man, but I didn't drink one. I knew I had to drive. And losing control for me mentally is a hurdle that I have trouble squeezing myself over because I don't like to lose any kind of cognitive control. I like to be 100% all the time. Yeah, dude. That workout, this physical assessment right here, okay? This physical assessment, if you do this every day, you're going to be a beast. You will be a beast. Hey, Aaron, you know what? You might not do well with the burpees, but would you do them all? That's the thing. I'm pounding Krispy Kreme donuts. Hey, talk about the best donuts in the world, man. Glazed Krispy Kremes. Woo! Man, what a treat. That would be so good, man. I know you're kidding, though. I know you're not. You're definitely playing around. If you're eating those right now, I want you to send me a picture to my email of you doing it. Brian, what's up? What up, dog? I'm at work on break. Hope you're doing good, bro. What are we talking about? We're just shooting the crap. You know, we've gone over some Club K missile systems in the country. Terrorist attacks on the 4th of July. It's worth going back and listening to. It's kind of fun. But right now we're going over the assessment for the training academy, which our website is live. If you want to check it out, go and check it out, knightsofchristta.com. So it's all pretty basic. Okay? And what you need to do too is like DeBelonius, that's me, schedules appointments over FaceTime call to verify who you are and verify you are who you are. Be ready to answer some basic questions. You'll be required to fill out a waiver upon arriving at the academy. Yeah, because we're not responsible if you pass out. Sure, we'll take you to the hospital, but we're not responsible for it. And yes, we will have a medic around. There will be a medic available, and he'll be watching you guys, and you'll be tested too. Hydration, heart rate, blood pressure, all that stuff. So, yeah, we're pretty squared away. Stay the course. Never say you can't do anything. Yeah, that's why you just got to pound them out, dude. Yep, with our Lord, anything is possible. Dude, Captain Underpants, you better send me a picture of those Krispy Kremes, man. I want to see them. Everything is possible through Christ. Absolutely, man. We believe that 100% here. Look, if your eyes light up and if you start to smile when you start talking about Jesus Christ, then the Spirit is dwelling in you, my friend. Even burpees. Just don't quit on the burpees, dude. I'm telling you. You can do them, dude. Even if you're not in that great a shape, if you stick to it, even if it takes you 10 minutes to do 20 burpees, bro, that's 2 burpees a minute, right? So you can do that. Just don't quit. Don't quit. Do you provide any performance subs? Yeah, we provide food, water, transportation, housing, all that, dude. It's all included in the price. It's all included in the price, baby. We got you. We'll make sure you got your electrolytes. Look, the diet that you guys are going to be on when you come here is going to be pretty much top tier diet. We're going to have grass-fed beef. We're going to have healthy bread. And, if anybody's sensitive to allergies or anything, you're going to have to tell us. But you're going to get your protein, you're going to get your fruits, you're going to get your veggies, and everything else, your electrolytes, all that stuff. It's going to be an epic class, dude. Went from 240 to 160. I'm a lean machine. Woo! Oh, baby. Get me fired up, man. You provide... Hey, we will be having some desserts for sure, man. In this house, we eat dessert. Not every single day. Well, not every day, but for a lot of the days, man. Yeah, we have dessert. My woman and I, we love a little bit of sweet action. I had a guy work for me. I'm a general contractor. He was throwing up by the end of the day. I won't fit through a standard doorway because my lats are too massive. Shut up, man. That's funny, dude. That's funny, bro. I know. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? I know. Here's the dogs, guys. Here's the dogs. Here's the dogs. I know. Here's everybody. Say hi, everybody. Yes. I know. Say hi. Everybody say hi. Abigail. Oh, Abigail. Everybody say hi. Say hi. I know. Good dogs. All right. Okay, where are we at? So that's the website, you guys. 220 stacked with the brim soda can. Brian, you better make it to class eventually. We got one in November. Sign up, baby. Those MVGs will be paid off by then. Sign up. I can't wait to see. It's going to be cool, dude, is seeing some of you guys in person and just laughing. Dude, it's going to be very, very, very difficult, this course. Like, if you think you're getting a break while you're doing carbine classes and pistol classes, you're learning how to gunfight, you're dreaming. You're dreaming. We're going to be doing cardio while we are training. Obviously, not in the beginning. We're going to be going over safety. We're going to be doing a lot of cool things when it comes to that. But, like safety, all the range rules, medical, stuff like that. We're going to learn all that, and you're going to learn how these rifles actually work. We're going to go over everything in class prior to you actually learning how to actually bam, 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 multiple target shoot. You got to put rounds on paper first so we can see where you're at. If people are squared away, say everybody that comes to class is squared away with an AR-15, which would be rad, because then we could really get into some stuff that is advanced. And I've got the right type of guys to start smashing it. Yep. That's right, Brian. I'm telling you, man. And look, if you've got night vision and you want to run some night ops type stuff while everybody else is sleeping, we can go out for a night session and hit some steel with the nods on. Talk about fun, dude. You haven't had any fun until you're really working with nods at night, possibly in a vehicle, shooting out of a vehicle. Funnest thing ever, dude. Funnest thing ever, man. So you guys who are new, go check out the schedule, dude. Schedule's legit, man. Fill it out. Where do I sign it? You sign up right here, bro. This is where you sign up. You fill this form out on the website. It's right under the schedule. You fill this out, and it gets sent to me. And then we talk on the phone. You can bring your own rifle if you want. You can have it shipped out. I have a federal firearms license, so it's legal to ship it to me, and I can hold it for you. And comms class with terrain map. You know what, dude? I'll tell you what, bro. Like I was just saying, if people are squared away and they've got enough carbine training and pistol training and they're in decent shape, we'll definitely be doing some comm stuff and some terrain map navigation stuff. Absolutely. My medic, who's going to be he's going to be doing some carbine courses, and he's also going to be doing some medic stuff with you guys, like tourniquets, wound packing, transport, and a bunch of other stuff. That guy is squared away with comms. Number one, because he's a firefighter, and he's done a lot of comms classes for team training and stuff like that. He's got his terrorism certificates. This guy's got so much experience, and he's ex-military. You know, he'll be taking you guys and teaching you some really, really cool stuff. If everybody's squared away and we actually feel confident with it, we'll definitely put the packs on and hit it, dude. And yes, we do have enough radios. Right now, we have the Baofeng radios, and everybody can have one, and we'll just go. And you know what's cool about this place is I've got mountains right here that are like 2 minutes from my house, okay? Here, what did he say now? Is there any hazing in this course? I don't want to be waking up in the woods naked trying to find my way back to shit. Dude, that's so funny, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh man. That's too funny. Oh man, that's good stuff. I'm gonna grab some water. There's no hazing. There's nothing like that. But on the schedule, I do have be ready for a night op. I do have that on some of the days. So when you're asleep and, you know, if I feel like it that night, I call my bro up. I call Bean Pie up and say, hey, dude, Instructor Bean Pie, should we wake these guys up at 1 a.m, surprise the heck out of them, and we know where you're going to be staying, so we can come wake you up anytime we want. We're going to take you out for a night op, and you just got to be ready for anything. You're going to learn a lot here, dude. You're going to learn a lot about yourself. I'm traumatized. Oh, this guy's so funny. How many days is it? Well, I need to get your guys' opinion on that too. Would you guys rather have a 5-day course or a 7-day course? And the reason I'm asking is because I like the 7-day course. Just because we can fit in 3 firearms training classes, which in itself are over like $1,700 just in itself of firearms training, because you're learning from pros. Okay? And you get 3 days of striking and jiu-jitsu, which is highly technical, cool stuff. So it's hard to fit all of that into 5 days. So if we do 5 days, it's going to be 2 classes of each. But the classes are going to be long. Your firearms training is going to be about 7 to 8 hours, okay? And then your kickboxing and jiu-jitsu is going to be about 3 to 4 hours. So I don't know if we should do 5 or 7. 7 days, I can include 3 days of each. And then the last day is called the grind. It's called the crucible. And the crucible is going to be a tough thing. We are going to take every single thing you learned during the week, and we're going to hammer it into you guys and see what you got on day 7. Cram sandwich. What's up, Boxer? What's happening? On the website just to show how much it is. No, it doesn't. We're almost done with the price. I got to be 100% sure on it. I'm waiting on a number from one guy, my kickboxing jiu-jitsu coach. Can I bunk with Captain Underpants? You can do anything you want, but I will be extremely disappointed if you do. Pride Month is over, pal. I love it, dude. Yeah, Cram Sammy, dude. What's happening? Dude, I hope you can make it out too, bro. Check out our website. We got everything on here now. You can go check it out. We're having kickboxing, jiu-jitsu as part of the self-defense. Like we're doing kickboxing, well, striking, jiu-jitsu, and takedowns, and stuff like that. And then we're doing firearms training. It's 7 days. We're looking at 7 days. And that's 3 days of fight training and then 3 days of firearms training. We got a professional fighter, a professional kickboxer, and a black belt in jiu-jitsu a couple blocks from my house, bro. His is His facility is right here. So we have access to that, which is going to be pretty stellar, bro. Dude, you got to make it out, man. I'll spar with you, dude. We'll box around and have some fun, dude. Put the mouthpiece in and just get some, dude. Oh, man, that would be so rad to see you guys in person, dude. Oh, yeah. Dude, when you leave here, bro, you're going to leave with new habits, okay? We're waking up and we're doing things that are of a disciplined nature. Everything that we do here is discipline. That's it. So be ready. Like, you're not going to be able to do whatever you want. You're going to have limited cell phone access. Now, if in special circumstances, like if you got kids and you need to talk to your wife, that's cool. But if you've got a hard on all the time and you got your girlfriend and you want to talk dirty to her, not to get graphic, but if that's what you're thinking you're going to do when you come here, like a single guy and you got a girlfriend and you want to start FaceTiming her while you're out running, that's a big negative. We'll yank you off trail. Cell phone usage here, you're also going to learn how to not use it so much. Okay? So, you're going to leave here with a lot of good habits. You're going to eat better. You're going to love better. You're going to be a better friend, a better father, a better human being. You're going to contribute to society. You're going to leave here being a savage, firearms trained up, which we're going to help you develop the good habits in firearms training, right? So that you can take those home and apply them to whenever you go out to the range. See what I'm saying? So you leave here with so much. This course, guys, is specifically tailor designed for discipline in your life. And if you want to tell yourself that you're not and you might not have what it takes, bro, just come out and try it. Come out and try it. Oh, dude, I'm due for a train vacation too, man. Hell yeah. Dude, when you guys get here, bro, it's going to be game on, man. Oh my gosh. We're getting so excited. You have no idea. It's going to be something really, really exciting and cool. You fly out here, we pick you up from the airport, we take you to your hotel. After we have like a big group meeting, I mean, we might even do something fun the first day you guys get here. Who knows, dude? With me, I'm spontaneous, dude. If I just say, hey, we're going for a 5-mile run, we're going. And if I say, hey, we're going to the range, we're going. So, let's see you. I love it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get it, man. Get it. I love it. You got a nice house, bro. So that you can take those home and apply them to whenever. Yeah, look at you. You're all listening to it. I'm in the background while I'm in the background. Yeah, get it squared away, bro. Dude, I'm telling you, man, you're gonna love it out here, dude. It's gonna be so fun out here, man. I can't wait. Wow. Oh, man, I get pumped up talking about it. I love it, Paul. I love it. Paul just sent me a text. Oh, man. So, yeah, I hope you guys get a chance to check out the website, dude. It's really cool. We've worked really hard on it, man. And I know that, I was kind of lagging on it for a little bit. That's because, dude, getting people to get in and do stuff and work, it can be, it's painful. You got to be, a little patient because not everything is done on our time. And we have other people who have other things to do and stuff like that. So, whoever's building our website has kids and they got to do this and that. And you want it done right now, but it can't get done right now. It's got to wait. So, it is what it is. But happy to have you guys here, man. I appreciate all you guys. Okay, that's going to do it for me. I'm out. I've been doing these lives, you guys. Do you guys like lives or do you want regular videos? Do you want both? You want me to do like 50-50? Because I've been running and going live lately, and I've also been going live at home. And I haven't been doing too many videos. Anonymous, do what you got to do, man. Look, we're also doing like payment plans. So if you can only do a little bit, here and there, then that's cool too. We're not a school that's going to say, hey, you have to pay this all now. And you know what? If you've got to pay like half and then come to class and then it takes you a couple months to pay it off or whatever, we'll do that too, bro. Look, we're not in here to just take people's money and, we're here offering so much to all of the students that come here. I mean, it's not all about making money, dude. Yeah, we need money for food. We need money for hotels. We need all that, gasoline. It all costs money, right? We really look at the end result more than our bank account, right? So if we can help teach the world to be better men, and you got to be on a payment plan or something, dude, we do that too, man. We're not all about the cash, dude. And I don't think Christ would want us to be like that. So whatever he approves of, we're going to approve of as well. The connection's not the best. I know it's not, dude. Yeah, I know it's not. So it gets spotty, but I do know where, like, I can fit it in. So if I start there, wrap all the way around, that's like 45 minutes. I can do like 45-minute segments. So if I go here, 45 minutes, and then maybe another 15, I can do about 45, 50 minutes of live before I hit those spots where I don't have good cell service. It definitely cuts out, and then everybody leaves the live. Oh, pay my entry and also donate to the scholarship fund. Oh, baby. Yeah. Dude, if we set something up like that too, man, that's a good idea, bro. For people who can't afford it, like, dude, we want everybody to come here, dude. And you guys, I got your messages. I'll definitely do both. I'll do both live and videos for sure. Thanks for your input, man. I appreciate it. Dude, I want to get this thing cranking. I want to do 2 to 3 sessions per month. So that's 3 7-day courses per month. So that means I get 7 days off the whole month. It's about putting as many people through this program as we can possibly put. So spread the word, dude. I can't do this without everybody's help. I can't do it. Do I have a video yet on this? No. What you're going to get is you're going to get an introduction by me. I'm working on doing that video. Yeah, I'm going to break down everything. Yep. It's going to be a short video. We're going to squeeze it all in. But to get a good idea of what we're going to be doing, check out our website. It's knightsofchristta.com. You can go here and just check it out. Here, I'll show it to you. So this is it. You can check all this stuff out at knightsofchristta.com. Okay, you got home. Okay, you can scroll down and check everything out. You can look at the schedule, and you'll know what you're getting yourself into. It's super easy to figure out. So if you need that, just go ahead and check out the website. But yes, I'll be doing a video anyways of a breakdown of what we're going to be doing exactly. And also what I'm doing is I'm going to make some videos of each exercise and how it should be done. So, and that's the physical assessment test, right? I'm going to do a video on each one of those. There will be 7 different videos because there's 7 different workouts. Okay. You're going to run with me, and Euros, you better fly out here, man. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So what I learned, especially with this last burnout experience I had, and trust me, bro, I'm still there. It didn't just go away. I struggled yesterday to go out and run 14 miles. I struggled today to run 14 and a half, but I got it in and I'm fighting through it. So prevention, what I would have done different is I probably would have gotten a few more massages. I would have done a little bit more Wim Hof breath work. Dude, no problem, bro. Just stick with us, dude. Here, Euros. Here's the cool thing, dude, is we're gonna have memberships and subscriptions that you can buy to get our training for such a cheap price. It's going to be ridiculous. You'll have access to all of our firearms training videos. You're going to have access to our kickboxing videos, our calisthenics workout videos, all that stuff, dude. We're going big here, bro. We're going big. So if you can't make it for the in-person course, which is highly, highly recommended, because it's one-on-one. You know, we're focusing on you guys one at a time, right? So that's where the real growth is going to take place. Not saying you can't grow in the personal videos, but you're going to be able to get online and check out all of our stuff, dude. And you'll be able to apply everything, like just everything, right? So just stay tuned for those. We're working on those videos right now. I want to get at least 2 to 4 videos up for the subscription and the membership stuff before I launch that. But it's going to be launched within the next couple weeks for sure. Yeah, dude, do what you can, bro. Like I said, we do like payment plans here too, dude. I'm not here to rape everybody of their money, dude. I'm not, man. So if all you can afford is, you know, this now and then the rest later, whatever, dude, we'll figure it out, man. We'll figure it out. So prevention. I know. God Heart Guardian. Do motivational script or audiobooks while you run. You mean like, just explain a little bit deeper. So, Euros, I would, if you're going to work out hard and you don't want to burn out, honestly, a lot of it has to do with your mentality. And there are certain things that we don't do to help our mentality with the everyday grind, right? And what I mean by that is when you're getting massages and you're getting your back adjusted and you're going to the hot springs and you're taking care of yourself with cold exposure, heat exposure, it keeps you healthy and it keeps your mind sound and your body sound. You guys, stop. It keeps those things sound, right? And if you can keep up with that, okay, what's up, Brad? If you can keep up with the self-healing of the ice baths and the heat exposure, you know, getting adjusted, your back adjusted, and just maintaining your stretching, all that stuff, and eating healthy, that's what I think would have really, really prevented my burnout. But I mean, who knows at the end of the day, man? That's just me personally. That's what I would have done different. And I'm still not doing it. I stretch, I have cold exposure, I have heat exposure. I'm doing hot showers. I don't have anything else other than a hot shower. No, our ammunition is not for sale on the website, bro. Like audio of scriptures while you run that are motivating. It will help you push through. Oh, for sure, dude. Yeah, absolutely. I listen to those. 100%. Yep. I listen to a lot of scripture and I listen to a lot of sermons. I'm very picky with the sermon, the bishops or priests that I listen to. I'm very picky. I listen to more Orthodox priests and pastors. Not pastors, but bishops and priests. So, but yeah, I definitely do that, man. Scripture's a big deal for me out there running. Big deal. So, website is only for sale, bro, through me. You can email me, lakeshoreammunition@gmail.com or knightsofchristta.com at gmail.com on both those. So that's how you get ammo through me, but it's still on sale, dude. Yeah, I mean, Euros. Look, this is a tough game, man. When you do something for so long and it's very, very difficult, like what I do. I mean, I don't need to tell you this again. It's very hard for me to run. It I'm just a big dude, but I go do it because I suck at it. It's the hardest thing in the world for me to do, and I've done so much of it for so long. I was hardly taking off any days, and every day was a grind. And even through the bad days, I I still ran. I still did my thing. And did that contribute to it? Probably, because 14 miles every day is a daunting task in the hills. Road runs, dude, give me road all day, man. I'll smash those 14 milers all day. I'm not even sore, dude. I'm not even hardly that tired when I'm done running 14 miles. I'm 48 years old. Grace and Truth Ministries is a good channel if you're interested. Yeah, I'll check it out, dude. Yeah, I'll check it out on my YouTube. I'm 51, ride BMX. It's a great pump. Absolutely, dude. Heck yeah, man. Euros, here's the thing too, is you have to, and we're talking about overtraining too, right? Like, I'm overtrained. I've got gnarly cramps in my legs, and I'm not going to stop. My body's just going to have to deal with it because I'm not stopping. This train don't stop, all right? Unless I make it stop. But me making it stop is like a whole other issue. I'm disciplined to a high level, but I'm also not disciplined with discipline, like taking time off and just taking a day for myself. I never do that. Even on days I don't run, which is pretty rare, I'm still working out. So you have to train a lot to overtrain and to burn yourself out. You can make burnout easy, or you can make it difficult. And what I mean by that is if don't work to burnout. Yeah, your body adapts to the stress 100%. Yep, just stay hydrated. If you're out running, stay hydrated. You want to have a hydration pack with you, and you want to be super hydrated before you even go. I've made the mistake of not hydrating as much as I needed to, and you pay the consequences when you're done with the run. You got really yellow pee, it burns, it hurts, and you can hardly talk because you're so dehydrated. You don't want to get to that point, so always stay hydrated. And you know what? That affects your burnout too, bro. You know, you start to get even more sick and tired of the grind and more sick and tired of it all. And it's easier to quit. And it's easier to just say, you know what, dude, I'm so sick of this, man. I don't want to do this crap anymore, dude. I'm over it. And you just quit. But I don't allow myself to get to that point. I just don't. So, you know, the day after I had that one video, I was out grinding. I'm grinding every day, man. That's just what we do. So, hope that helped. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. I'm going to go get dinner ready, feed my dogs, and I'm going to relax. Yeah, if you don't eat enough too. Yeah, and you know what? If you're going to go grind hard, I can recommend you do this. Hit up an IV bar. If you don't eat enough, it's going to have consequences, because the last thing you need is to be super hungry and you have half the workout to do if it's like a 3.5 hour workout, right? Like, my runs are long runs. So what I do in the morning is I eat. Hold on real quick. Yeah, baby. Hi, honey. Okay. It's a what? Uh-huh. Okay, baby. I'm still on, baby. Yeah. Yeah, these guys are wondering what's going on. I'll call you right back. Okay, love you too. Bye. She called me during the live. That's funny. So yeah, dude, Iceman, 100%, dude. Yeah, IV nourishment. Yeah, dude, you guys, super important. So I eat fruit. I have protein powder and maybe some kale mixed in my shake. I usually don't have like solid foods. I do a big smoothie with everything in one: honey, protein powder, fruits, mostly fruits, a tiny bit of vegetables, and a bunch of coffee. And then I head out. And then on my run, I carry these, which are the best thing in the world. Honey stingers. These things right here, you guys, are legit. These are my go-to for trail running. I know they're not the healthiest thing in the world, but I burn them off within a half hour. So the honey stingers sweeten the burn, baby. Sweeten the burn. Have you heard of Church of 2819? Bishop Marmari posts about a lot. Signs of the end times. I've never heard of the Church 2819, but I'm a big fan of Bishop Marmari. I listen to him every day. I'll have to check it out, man. Burnout's 10%, physical 90%. It's, you know what? It's true. You know, there also can be a fine line there, bro. There can be a really, really fine line. Eventually, when you fight, like I fought burnout for a really long time, dude. I said, nope, not doing it. No, man, I just got to keep going. I got to keep going. And when you fight through and fight through and fight through, eventually at some point, you're going to need to get off the tracks, dude. Eventually, you're just so tired from running so many high miles every single day that your body just says, hey, dude, I'm sorry, but mentally you cannot do this, and physically you can't do this today. And you have to. Trust me, I go hard, man. I go hard. So watch Signs of the Times Part 2 video at 2819 Church. Powerful. Honey stingers during work. Dude, honey stingers are the best. But make sure you need the calories, man. It's you know, just eating those things for a snack. Just eating those things for a snack ain't a good idea. Yeah, we all break temporarily. Absolutely, man. Yeah. And you know what, dude? The funny thing is, bro, on days where I decide not to run because I'm just smoked, I still work out. I never give myself a day off, ever. So even through the burnout I just went through, bro, I was still working out. I was still grinding, man. No doubt. I've got to do it for my mental. I have to do it for up here, dude, and I love staying active. I like being tired at the end of the day. There's nothing better than being smoked at the end of the day where you just fall asleep. You're out, dude. All right, guys. You guys take care of yourselves. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, God bless all you guys. I love every single one of you. Thank you for staying ready. Thank you for being solid, good Christian men. Thank you for being who you are. This channel wouldn't be where it is if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you so much for being a part of this journey. And dude, if you guys know of anyone who's going through a hard time, who needs help, have them look at our website, dude. This is a life-changing event. It's gonna be life-changing for me. It's gonna be life-changing for you. Every single one of you is gonna benefit. So you're welcome, man. I love you guys. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, one God, amen. May the Lord bless and keep all you guys. I love you. I will be in touch later today or training tomorrow, man. See you guys.